people can come ahead. So first, thank you WordCamp Udaipur for this opportunity. This topic has been very close to my heart, and I think so. Before we start, hiring is very common. Everybody knows what is hiring is, right? But what does I mean by right hiring, and then in the ecosystem? So for that we need to figure out how do we hire today. So what is your hiring process? Can anybody tell me what is the typical hiring process is? Unless it is like this, when you get a resume, you just toss a coin. Heads we hire, if tails we don't hire. Is it like that? So how many people actually are involved in hiring decisions? The HR people, the businesses, even the freelancers, even the founders looking for co-founders. Please raise your hand. Just stretch it a little bit. I'm the guy with the spec. Yeah, so you need to stretch your hands a little bit. So can anybody tell me what is your typical hiring process? How long it takes? Okay, let's simplify the question. How long your hiring process typically takes? 3 days? 15 days? That's really decent. Any other answer? And if you ever measured it, how many stages it has? Do you have some data about your hiring process, as in 2 interviews, 3 questions, group discussions, personal interviews, etc. So, okay, I will tell you this is a template of our hiring process. We usually divide it in 4 stages. The one is application stage, the screening stage, the interview stage, and the offer stage. And I'm going to explain each of these stages and what we are doing, which I believe we are doing as a right thing in every stage, and how you can leverage the WordPress ecosystem to hire efficiently. So this is the hiring funnel's application stage. Okay. So in application stage, the first thing is reach out. Now, do you come on, we're in 21st century. Don't think that you are doing a favor by hiring somebody. So don't wait for people to come to you and beg, please sir, job de do. It's not gonna like that. It's not gonna work that. Either you can just whine about कि labor नहीं मिलते, demand नहीं है, अच्छे developer नहीं मिलते, or you can just go and reach out. You can reach out to people in WordCamps. Many people have reached out to attend this year today. You can even reach out to the people on WordPress WP Slack. So that's a very good channel. Just don't spam it with the job offers. The idea behind using wp.org Slack is you get involved with the community and you meet people. You meet people, and if you like them, if you think you can work together, you can drop a word about them. Hey, we have this hiring, we have this position, and I think we can work together. Something like that. It's not posting your career site links in any channel. Please don't do that. You will get banned. That's very bad karma. Similarly, the make.wp.org site, you can see which people are contributing there. So you can see the resume, you can see the work first, and when you say, oh, this is really good, put it this, and then you can find that guy, check whether they are looking for job. You put a career site, we are hiring kind of site. Good developers or even good people put their resume online. Usually they have a small site like home page, few blog posts, about page, and a resume page. If you can come across any such thing, then that definitely it means that they are looking for a job, and maybe you can just write to them. The Hero Press, this is one of my favorite projects. You will see there are so many people in so many countries with so different stories, and they are all connected by WordPress. So maybe you can reach to some of WordPress contributors. Then the post status. If you are looking for non-developer thing, something like post status is good for developer as well. They have a very nice developer channel. but you can also use it for meeting with the people and kind of networking with other developers and non-developer people as well. You can find your marketing buddy, somebody like a business strategist, and finally the social media. So on social media it's a little bit different. You reach out to the people. You basically talk about yourself, like why you. So you basically subconsciously answer this question: why somebody work for you or at your company? And this is more important. In fact, this is the most important. Rather than spamming your job offer everywhere, spend some time on building career site. Try to make your policies public. How many people have their corporate policies on their HR site or the career site? Do you have career site first? So what exactly you on career site? Does anybody have their corporate policies? A simple thing. Okay, how many companies here offer all Saturdays off? 1, 2, all Saturday off. Please put that on your career site. That's a really good selling point. See, you have to sell your company. Treat your employees as your customers. उनको भी भाव देना पड़ेगा, उनको भी पढ़ाना पड़ेगा. तो उनको ऐसा नहीं है कि अरे जॉब दे रहा हूँ क्या है, कोई ऐसा नहीं कर रहे हो किसी पे. So you have to take efforts. जैसे हम लैंडिंग पेज बनाते हैं ना कस्टमर के लिए, वैसे एम्प्लॉइज के लिए भी लैंडिंग पेज बनाने पड़ते हैं प्रोस्पेक्टिव एम्प्लॉइज के लिए. And your corporate policies, even the bad one, you try to be vocal about it. It's very good if you can put your bad, as in bad as in कोई policy bad होगी तो वो policy रखोगे नहीं कंपनी में. But if there is some kind of we have only one opening for the remote local hiring. That's a WordPress. Like we have almost 10 openings, but we only allow WordPress engineers to apply from anywhere. बाकी सारे opening के लिए पुणे आना पड़ेगा ऑफिस में. We have made it clear on our career site very clearly. WordPress, apply from anywhere. बाकी लोग only apply if they want to relocate to the Pune. So the idea is you make your policies clear, make them clear, make them loud, and definitely if you have perks and benefits, make it clear. If you sponsor like going to WordCamp, travel, make it clear on your website. Then you put pictures, video. How many people have made a product demo? Like you have a product or service and you made a video pitch for that. Okay, how many of you made a video for your career site, a day in XYZ company? How is it to work inside your office? With the real picture, not the stock photo of people wearing suit and typing something on laptop, but real pictures of your employees eating in your office, working with you, working together. Real office is fine. If your office doesn't look plush as this venue, it's perfectly fine. If you're not in IT park, it's still fine. But have you put your pictures, your workplace picture, even a video? How many people have video, career section video? Oh, not a single one. Okay, that's a real strange. We have actually not only one, but many videos which talks about our culture and life at RTCamp. And I think that's where the focus is. Like we believe as a service agency, our employee is our actual product. So if you want to give best to our clients, we need to get the best. So we need to focus a lot on hiring and making good presentation about company is key to it. Then what do you mean by sensible job description? How many people in your job descriptions have requirement like, I need a WordPress developer with 2 years of experience, I need a PHP developer with 3 years of experience. I just want to know. We don't have it. So nobody looks for the job experience in job description? That's great. Like if you are all hiring a fresher, that's a really great. And the last one is Glassdoor. So that may not be part of your career site, but you need to ask people to write about how is it working with you on Glassdoor. Why Glassdoor? Because no matter how much you try, they are not going to tell you the bad things about you. It's like, it takes a lot of courage, and only 1 or 2 people are there who will come and say, I don't like this policy, I don't like our coffee machine. Here, we get that feedback, we don't like this coffee machine, we need better coffee machine. So something, but most people won't give you critical feedback, especially the way we Indians work. Boss is always right is something that is our default. Like Neera was talking about the defaults in the afternoon. So that's the one of the default we have. Boss is always right. So उसके मुंह पे क्यों बोलना, job चली जाएगी. First, don't have that insecurity, but that's for the developer. As a boss, try to bring in the culture where people can talk to you critically. But if they can't, show them this Glassdoor. They will love it because it's a platform where employees can leave anonymous feedback. You will get bad reviews. Trust me, no company is perfect. If there is any company with all 5-star review, they must be fake. Yeah, of course. How can be so perfect? How can somebody be so perfect? So it's like, the good thing about this negative review, they help you understand the problem. Either you can live in the illusion, I am the greatest boss, my company is perfect, I am very good HR, my team loves me, they never say bad thing about me. Or you can give them a channel where they can vent out their anger, their frustration about the policies, and then you look into that thing positively and try to figure out, okay, what can I do to fix this? So if you really want to improve, you need to get that critical feedback out. So Glassdoor is one channel. You can use anything. If you can talk to your employees and gain that confidence where they can come in your face and tell things about this. In our office, people come and just say, hey, I don't like this project. कितना बोरिंग क्लाइंट है इसका, तो रोज ही मन चेंज होता रहता है, दूसरा इस क्लाइंट का काम नहीं करना. We have even developers coming and telling that इस क्लाइंट के साथ मुझे दोबारा काम नहीं करना है, do whatever you want. ऐसे भी केसेस होते हैं. And we take it positively. Okay, let's try to change your project. Let's try to change your shift, something like that. And finally, like just because Google or Microsoft or some companies have X process, don't copy it. Ask only information that is critical to your hiring process. Nobody likes lengthy forms. Try to cut down the steps as much as possible. So we have a process where everybody needs to show a code sample for the developers. But it is okay for a developer to use existing code. So if somebody is already contributed to WordPress.org, they can submit their existing plugin. If somebody even never contributed to the WordPress but have some project on GitHub or anywhere else, we use that also to review their code and work. We never force people to just go through a process because that's there. We try to customize process per applicant. And then comes the screening round. So this is actually when I started 3 years ago. At one point we grew very fast. Like we were getting many applications. So I talked to one of my friends. He was working in a very big company. I don't like to name here because he may get fired. That's the culture Indian MNCs have cultivated. He was HR in very big MNC. I told him, तुम लोगों को तो बहुत application आता होगा. He was a kind of recruitment head of a company which has already 2,000 employees, billions in revenue, 2,000 employees in India, not globally. Globally तो बहुत ज़्यादा है. So I told him like, यार तुम लोग कैसे manage करते हो? इतना resume कैसे short करते हो? कुछ नहीं, जितना कुछ check करते हैं उतना उठा लेते हैं और बचे छोड़ देते हैं. बोला यार, what if the guy who is qualified has or have better skills is of the part of the pile you didn't pick? So we don't want to hire unlucky people. That was the HR's answer. So if your screening process is like this, then it's really unfortunate for you, not for the people, because the right candidate is eventually going to get the right company. It's only your loss. So no matter how much volume you have to figure it out. You have to figure it out, screening process and everything. So we made some checklist. These days we focus first on the core contribution. By core contribution, I mean the contribution to the WordPress core. If it is a developer, he has a WordPress core contribution. Earlier, we used to just give them a jump start. They used to directly come to the interview stage without doing any assignment, anything. Now we review the patch itself, because some people just send a patch with some typo mistake, and they also get the core contributor patch, and they don't know anything about WordPress deeply. So that problem we face sometimes. Then we check their online presence. We ask them to submit their blog link, portfolio link, so that we can check how they are as a person, what kind of content they write, what is their thought process. We check their WordPress.org account, activity, GitHub activity, Stack Overflow, what kind of questions they ask. If somebody is asking stupid questions on Stack Overflow for which there are thousands of answers already, then that means that is not the right candidate, at least for us. We even check their social media. Now, what I'm going to look into the Facebook for a developer, we check their we check things like how are they as a person, because it's like I love cricket, but I don't mind hiring people who don't love cricket. But as long as they are good human, if they have very extremist political views, or if they have hated against a particular group, or if they are doing anything bad which we do not allow, as in it could be as simple as do they follow WordPress code of conduct in general. If they are not a good person in their personal life, and it reflects from their social media accounts by the hate post and other things they are doing, we remove them from our hiring stage there itself. Then, as I said, we also ask them to submit their previous work, so we can screen them. We never ever measure how many years you have been into WordPress. We never measure how many projects you have worked on. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. Then comes the interview stage. So at interview stage, again, there are so many processes that big companies follow, and some of them are really stupid, like this. Why you need to interview this guy? So like in interview also we try to be sensible. The first thing that I mentioned in the very beginning, respect. You are not doing a favor by giving anybody a job. In fact, it's an equal relationship. They are joining your company, so you can make more profit, more money, and grow further. So it costs them time and money also. So don't whine about cost of hiring, the HR stuff and other things. Because some people usually apply for a leave. If they are working somewhere, they usually take half-day leave to come for your office interview. The another thing is, no matter how much we pretend to work in the global economy, and I think most companies in India are talking local languages with their developer. Like in our office, we rarely discuss any project in English. So why make it a requirement for a development job? Yeah? उसको coding करनी है, poetry नहीं करवानी. Like we believe code is poetry, but that's different. That's a metaphor. If he is a developer, उसको program लिखना है, उसको आप समझा सकते हो कि इसको ऐसे लिखना है, इसको वैसे करना है. तो इंटरव्यू में वो चॉइस क्यों नहीं है? So like we ask people, अगर मेरे से कोई बात करने आता है, I can talk in मराठी, हिंदी and English. आपको बोलो कौन सा लैंग्वेज पसंद है. और जैसे कोई अलग इंटरव्यू रहे, तो हमारे ऑफिस में आधे लोग पूछ जो है, तो they can even give interview in Gujarati also. So it depends on the interview. Interview basically is fine. Like we never measure उनका इंग्लिश कितना अच्छा है, unless they are applying for sales, marketing or any position which requires that skill. जबरदस्ती नहीं थी, सबको इंग्लिश आना चाहिए. The final thing is leave good memories. It's like no matter the interview experience should itself be very nice. This is very simple. The glass of water. How many people you have interviewed in person? Have you offered them a glass of water? Very good. You are doing it right then. It's so sensible, because somebody came to your office traveling. Client आता तो चाय समोसे भी मंगाते ना. अरे उसको पानी तो पिला दो कम से कम. राइट है तो क्या खाओगे सर, चाय लोगे, कॉफी लोगे, अरे घर में ठंडा मंगाओ, लस्सी मंगाओ, वो एम्प्लॉय तो उसके लिए कुछ नहीं किया। एंड दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, पीपल हैव प्रॉब्लम्स, जॉब के अलावा भी उनकी लाइफ में बहुत कुछ होता है, कभी कभी उनके यहाँ भी इश्यूज आते हैं, तो somebody wants to reschedule, प्लीज अकोमोडेट, उनको याद दिलाओ कि यार इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, होता है, सबके साथ होता है। We also reschedule meetings, we reschedule many things in our life. So if some employee wants to reschedule his interview just because you are a CEO or director, blah blah blah, it doesn't mean that your future employees cannot demand some little bit inconvenience to you. So we allow that rescheduling. In fact, the first thing our HR does, hey, good, congratulations, your application has been through. We would like to have your personal interview in our office. Great. So we ask them what time works for you. We check. Are you going to take a half day leave just for the interview? Please don't do that. You can come at 7 p.m. You can come at 8 a.m. We will manage. So that's the experience you need to create. Then little bit. That's the human side. What I just mentioned. On the technical side, do it logically. Why does it matter which WordPress version, which PHP version WordPress supports need to be remembered? तो किसी ने गलती से 5.3 बोलते तो he's not disqualified. What is more important, they need to remember कि जब हम कोई सॉफ्टवेयर unsupported version पे इंस्टॉल करते हैं तो होता क्या है? What? It is not important if they confuse 5.2 with 5.3. याद नहीं है कोई बात नहीं. If they don't memorize those numbers, version numbers, there's no big deal about it. What they need to know logically, if they don't install proper dependencies, what is going to happen? So make it logical. Don't have which is WordPress ka latest version. It's fine. If somebody is busy in logs, 4.7 released last night. You don't know that, you are disqualified. No. Okay, I didn't check the WordPress blog in the morning. Yesterday it was 4.6. Oh, I missed the last night blog. No, you're disqualified. It's 4.7 by the time this interview started. So don't do it like that. Opinions. We are a little bit behind the time, but usually check what opinion. By opinion, it's mean like which SEO plugin is your favorite. The thing is, it's not important that your favorite or your opinion matches them. What is important, their opinion is based on solid ground. So everybody uses Yoast SEO, so I am also using Yoast SEO. No, because it gives me these options which I need for my previous project. That's why I am using Yoast SEO. Why are you using Gravity Bound? Because it has these add-ons that I need for my project. So the options, the opinions should be logical. It shouldn't be just based on the trend. Everybody is using REST API, so I am building my next team in REST API. Have you factored in what is going to be a SEO effect? So that kind of conversation need to be there. So add this into your opinion round in your interview. You will have very good very good employees working with you. The final method is God mode. In simply, I just give them a God mode. You are the God. Fix anything in the world. So choose one thing that you want to fix in the technology world, not the currency problem. In the technology world. And why? Why do you need to fix this and how you will fix it? Because you are God. You can't complain about I don't have developer to fix that. That fixing is going to cost a lot of money. You are God. So that God mode is basically that. That's my favorite part of an interview. Then the offer stage. So if you, that's very clear. Like different people, see everybody love when you hire somebody. So it's like it's very clear. But what when it doesn't work out? Do you know these guys? There is one common thing. ठीक है, WordPress थोड़ा hiring थोड़ा heavy हो गया. इन लोगों के बारे में एक common चीज बताओ. I'm going to take 2 minutes. Sorry. This is anyway last night. Yeah.
One is the good batsman, one is the good leader.
No. I want one common thing between two players. Huh?
Both are captains.
If they lose or win the game, they are always good.
Hint.
They both belong to the same team.
They both went for a duck in their opening match. Dhoni went for duck on first ball, Sachin went for a duck on his second ball. Just imagine if you had been that, Colonel HR, you failed, never apply to our company again. Just imagine the BCCI HR told them, Dhoni, we are not going to give you second chance. Sachin, we are not going to give you second chance. What would have been Indian cricket look like? So they both failed in their first match. 0, not even single run. And in cricketing, we only said duck, but the people who are little bit more into cricket know, first ball duck means golden duck, second ball duck means silver duck. Cricket भी नहीं खेल रही आज लोग. So offer them second chance, give them feedback. If some candidate is sensible, you want to, can you tell me what went wrong? Give that time. Just because you decided to reject them doesn't mean they become liability on you. They can come back like Sachin and Dhoni again for you. So give them that padding. Tell them what went wrong, how they can improve, how they can work. And if they want to argue about feedback, no, that's not, my architecture is also fine, my logic is also fine, and I can prove it. Give them chance to prove. And if they prove you wrong, it's fine, admit it. Okay, I made a mistake. Let's start it again. There's no shame in admitting mistake. We're humans. Then finally, the rejected candidate can also become, like when you reject candidate like this, he will at least go back and tell at least few people, hey, that company didn't work out for me, but you can try that. Nice people. And that's the biggest testimonial you can get. Okay, I'm a little bit speeding up. So this is application stage, reach out, there's a summary, filtering, look at the real work, interview, just be nice. If you don't remember anything, just try to be nice. Offer with respect. Either offer, reject. When you offer somebody as a positive, don't make it look like a favor. If you're rejecting somebody, don't make that candidate look like he will lose his confidence. Tell them like it's fine, you can apply after 6 months, 3 months. You can learn this and come back. And this is bonus, but we don't have time for bonus, but I will just keep it. So just set up a concrete hiring process. That only means add a question list in your internal site, which is often operated and open-ended. And one more thing I add is interview process. Just write down some process somewhere, Google Doc, WordPress site, something. It is very important that no matter who is taking the interview, the results remain at least similar. It's impossible to get same because this is the human interaction. And human interaction between two constantly changing people. The interviewer will also change and the candidate is always going to be different. So just try to set up internal site, then only you can get this process right. Otherwise, it's all going to be ad hoc, and anything that is ad hoc going to get misfired. So that's all. Thank you. Do you have any? Oh, great. Okay, so I have allotted only one question.
As a company, what is your biggest recruitment challenge? And if you were to need a help, what would that help be from a third party?
Recruitment channel or so? As in the biggest challenge is getting the good quality people. It's like
Sourcing this.
yeah, sourcing as in you can bloat that first stage with getting too many applications, but the more unwanted applications we have in system, it affects the quality of hiring. So when I said that keep that form compact, we really need to think about which fields we can skip because we need some fields to filter people correctly. So the challenge is, the biggest challenge is getting the quality at volume, because as volume grows, you need to think really hard, otherwise you can play that game of rejecting the unfortunate people.
And so automatically answer the second question. If you need any help, that help would be.
We avoid outsourcing to hiring agencies because they are not in line with our thought process. So that's the biggest challenge we have. To them it is just a job and commissions. For us it is experience. That experience part they never get. So we tried some agencies, They ended up spamming our application process so much that we banned them.
Thank you.
Thank you. We can talk afterwards.